Hey, this is Michael. Today, I would like to share another intuitive animal communication technique that I find to be super helpful in deepening your connection with your pets, but most importantly, strengthening your ability to listen to them, to listen to the subtleties that they have to share. And there's so much that we can learn from our animals. They really do help us strengthen our intuition that affects us in all areas of our lives. They mirror back to us energy that we might not be aware of that we're carrying in any given moment, whether it's stress or sadness, or if we're distracted. Our animals could potentially mirror that to us where we notice something's up with them, and it reminds us to tune into ourselves, to look deeper at what might be causing our pets to be feeling a certain way. Or, our animals, there are examples of the connection of love, beyond words, our ability to tune into energy and connecting with another being through energy, through love. And often people don't have any other experiences, certainly maybe with other people, but there's nothing like that connection, that communication, that relationship with animals, really based in energy and intuition. And having a deep, profound relationship with an animal strengthens our intuition because we're communicating through love and energy. And they also give us an opportunity to sit in the silence, to be still, to be mindful of our own energy, and to tune into to the subtleties that they're sharing with us through their subtle looks, their body language, their simple presence with us. It's like often people didn't even realize it, that they're tuning into their animal to figure out, is something going on with them? Are they unhealthy? Are they unhappy? Or are they excited? Those are ways to strengthen our abilities to tune in to our own intuition, reading our pets and reading our animals. So the process that I want to share is called the listening field technique. So what this is creating a field to listen, a field of awareness to listen to your animal. So rather than always communicating and, connecting in and being very proactive and forward, this is an opportunity to create an environment, an ambiance, an atmosphere to receive. And it's all about creating an energetic frequency for you, for your animal to receive and to listen to what your animal has to share energetically. And so this process simply is getting into the silence, and I'm just going to quickly brush over it, and you can dive deeper on your own with this. It doesn't have to be a deep, long meditation. This could be something that you create on the fly pretty quickly, but it's even more powerful when you sit in the silence with an animal. Or it doesn't even have to be with an animal in person. It could be using a photo, or connecting with an animal remotely at a distance. But what you're going to do is you're going to quiet your mind, and maybe, for example, I'm sitting with Buddy here, sitting with an animal, focusing on your breath, and imagining that you are radiating a frequency, an energy, and an atmosphere of awareness and for listening. And you don't want to overthink it. You just want to be in the presence and just imagine. It's almost in a sense like you are radiating a mist, a frequency, a mist, almost like an energetic bubble, if you will, that is within your environment, an atmosphere. You're creating an atmosphere for you and your animal to connect, to feel, most importantly for you to feel what they have to share, and for them to feel comfortable connecting with you. And so as you're focusing on your breath, you're imagining that you are creating this atmosphere, this field to listen within. And in that space, while you're focusing on your breath, begin to imagine your animal sharing with you. And just allow your imagination to work for you. And if you start to second guess yourself, just come back to your breath, and just for a few moments, allow yourself to imagine the energy and frequency your animal is sharing with you. You don't have to communicate back. You're just almost like a sponge absorbing the information. And this atmosphere, this frequency, this ambiance that you have created energetically in this moment is a catalyst, inspiring them to share and communicate with you. and igniting your own ability to receive what they have to share in the moment. And so you're just going to be with this and breathing and notice what comes up for you as you're in this listening field of awareness, this atmosphere. Just notice what comes up for you, what you're feeling. Maybe you'll see a flash through your mind's eye of something, a scenario, a word. Maybe it's a picture or a symbol. Maybe it is a sound that you hear in your head. Maybe it is a feeling you have in your body. Just noticing whatever comes up, because often energy from our animals is communicated symbolically through thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations. And so it's just allowing whatever your animal shares in the moment to come through, and most importantly, for you to be in a receiving mode, for you to be receptive to what they're sharing in this listening field, this atmosphere, for you to take in the communication and connection from them. Again, it's not about you communicating back. It's just you absorbing and receiving from them. And then do this as long as you feel is appropriate. Again, it doesn't have to be very long. This is just an opportunity for you to strengthen your intuitive muscles and to create that atmosphere for you and your animal to be comfortable, to feel comfortable in the moment of energy exchange. And then I always encourage having something to write this down on, pen and paper. You could type it, but I always feel like there are these gnats flying around here. I always feel like it's best to write with a pen and paper, because you're creating. It's very organic rather than typing, although you could type if you wanted into your phone or whatever. If whatever's easiest, whatever works for you. But then you're going to have your notes from this, and you're going to reflect on the notes. And as you're reflecting on the notes and you're interpreting your notes from this little session, more downloads and more information can come through. Your own intuition is going to piece together, fill in the blanks of the communication that came through with your animal. And so all of that is going on in the listening field, this field of awareness. All of this energy is circulating, is percolating, is coming through, but it almost it's like it comes into your own intuitive database and might take some time for processing, kind of like a computer, for your system to sort of, to process the information and then interpret it and translate it for you, which might not be immediate. It might not even be in the moment you write the notes down. So when you go back and reflect upon the notes, refer to the notes, that's when your database further computes, your mind, your intuition, your energy further computes the information and makes sense of it all. And it can be really magical, the way our intuition works on our behalf. And and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So then, rather than, this having to be a whole big process, you could be walking your dog and you're wondering how they feel about the walk, or maybe what they're feeling in their environment. And you can just immediately create this listening field of awareness where you're just starting to radiate this mist, this almost like it could be a bubble, this atmosphere around you for receiving communication from your pet. So this is just another technique I always love to share, and try it out. Let me know how it works for you if you have any questions in the comments, and check out my book, Intuitive Animal Communication. It has many more techniques where you can learn how to strengthen your intuitive muscles and deepen your communication with your pets. And what do you think, bud? You were a good assistant, weren't you? Were the bugs bugging you? And if you need any help with your animals, you can always reach out to me. I am happy to help, and we will see you in the next video.